welcome back to my home studio slash bedroom. I have a gig. I have an agent now for Europe, which is cool, and he got me this cool gig. An album of 10 songs that I'm making for the internal music libraries for French TV. So I have to make 10 songs, write them and record them and produce them and mix them. I have been banging out these tunes like you would not believe.
Wondering how I got so far before I got to you.
I've written 9 songs already, and I forgot to film any of it, sorry. So I was thinking, okay, this is my last chance. And also, the motivation is just going down, and I still need to finish this project. So I thought maybe if I film this 10th song, we can get somewhere. I'm thinking kind of a Men I Trust inspiration. We're gonna have a little listen to a random Men I Trust song, get some of that timbre. It's really not strict at all. I just need a starting point because I've written 9 songs in the past few weeks and I'm running out of ideas. So I kind of have this whole thing down by now, the workflow. I've just been writing lyrics on my phone, on an airplane or on the bus or whatever, trying to come up with songs just in my head. And then I hop onto the computer and I just produce it all on there and see what happens. Just let it flow. It only has to be around 2 minutes long, so it's not that bad. So I went on the Men I Trust YouTube and I selected the first song that came up. It's called In My Years. We're gonna listen to it. Okay, super compressed drums. Hello. Yeah, this is what we're gonna start. I need the tempo to be set. I think if I start with the drums, everything will be easier. I'm gonna try to get a little drum beat that's exactly this. I think we're dealing with like the most straightforward drum beat ever. I pull up my little laptop keyboard. This is not the right sound though. I tried for so long to use one of my fancy drum kits that I have and alter it so that it would sound like the Men I Trust one. In the end, I realized that I just need a different drum kit, one that sounds less realistic in a way. Like, if we listen back to the original, it's so compressed, it's basically giving nothing. You know what I mean? There's barely any sound there. So I'm gonna try just a stock Logic Pro drum kit. All right, we got SoCal. Already it's way closer. I'm gonna kill the reverb. Open up the drum kit and still see that snare. Oh, there we go. Dampen. Might tune it up a little. And reduce the gain. The kick has the same issue of being a little bit too boomy and present. I really want to get them all tight. Nice. Okay, good. We have some drums. It's good enough to start. I really try not to get too bogged down by any perfection in the very beginning because that's not what you need. Like, I need to just get going and write the song and let it unfurl and record all the parts. So if I'm here stressing out over all the little different sounds for an hour, that's all the time wasted and my momentum is just gonna go dropping all the way down. Oh, that pitch bend. There are cool bass lines, always in their songs, I think. There are guitar lines, a bit of, I don't know, phaser or something. Ba-dum, 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 ba-dum. And pitch bends of some synth, I guess. So that's cool. All right, let's get to the music. I started writing a song yesterday night with some scrap lyrics that I had, so I'm gonna go get my phone, listen to the recording, and catch whatever's good. Then I'll make a bass line track, either on guitar or on keys, so that I can sing on it and have the general structure and then work from there. Is it too low? Time for all the ways I... E flat. That's okay. I got a profit. Yeah. For the ways I wanted to show you. Okay, that's the chorus. I'm gonna maybe sing a little. High pass on my voice, a bit of compress. see you running out in a daze. I wanted to show you. We're gonna pitch this up a semitone. I see you run. Okay. See you running out. I see you running out in a daze, in a daze. So about these lyrics. I've had to write a lot of songs in not a lot of time. I'm just trying to not think at all and just let it just flow because it needs to happen. I can't use these for my own album, so I'm really not trying to be too crazy. Just make it interesting enough so that I can get it done in time. I'm gonna redo this though. I see you running up in a daze. I'm gonna go right in and add some backing vocals. Only one, but ever mattered. Only one, ever mattered. Only one. Is this anything? You're the only one. Once you pan it, it's everything. It's so cheesy. Before. I'm keeping the chords kind of simple for the verse, close to the home key. We're going for the like indie alternative soft vibes, nothing crazy. Lost and still remembering. Oh, I forgot we pitched it up a semitone. Okay. As I waited there, lost and still. I think I need to turn the camera off so I can think. Let's try it. You were here before. Memories spinning all around the air. As I waited there. As I waited there. Okay, it doesn't matter. I'll just record it this way, and then worst case I'll raise the pitch and just redo all the vocals later. Remembering the shadows in your hair. We are recording bass. I'm using the Scarby bass. I've been using this for the entire project, but also I'm getting the bass actually played by someone who actually knows how to play bass. So it doesn't matter. I see you running up in a daze, in a daze. I can work with that. Next, let's do some guitar. We're doing guitar. Connected to a DI. I have a DI now. She's so fancy. And literally the most basic thing. A DI and also my microcosm pedal, which is on it's on the strum setting. There was never enough time for all the ways Oh yeah. They do lots of stuff like this in Men I Trust, like really repetitive lines. So I'm gonna do a little bit of this, like. See you running up in a daze, in a daze. There was never enough time for all the ways. I need to think of some cool, catchy lines or something. Yeah. Cool. That's the process. I'm basically just gonna keep laying down some tracks, see what works, see what doesn't work, fix the sound, like the effects, add a bunch of effects, EQ, shape the sound. I try to do it sometimes while I'm recording. Yeah, this is mostly it. Just me choosing a couple of chords and playing them in time and then singing the melody and maybe a couple of background vocal ideas. And it just all comes together pretty organically. Just keep replaying the song and getting ideas, thinking, there's a space in the vocals here. Maybe we can add a catchy little line of some instruments. Or if things are feeling a bit flat, adding some rhythm, accents, offbeats, like in the pre-chorus that I just improvised. Stuff like that really helps to elevate the tracks, I find, especially these simple little tunes that can always use a little bit of detail to make them more interesting. Yeah, I might give this a little break for today because I have to write some trumpet lines for a trumpet player who's gonna record on one of the tunes. I'm gonna get the bass recorded today. Yeah, just gonna leave it be. While I'm not working on it, it just sits in the back of my mind, driving me insane. But when I pick it up again, it all just flows out because I've been thinking about it nonstop. It's good that I'm making this video because I was kind of losing hope and motivation. It's a lot of work to... I mean, I know it doesn't seem like it right now because I'm just playing around and it's fun. Like, the work is always fun. It's just anytime I'm not working, I'm having a terrible time. Which is not a great way to live because the songs are just stuck in my head and I think of all the things I still need to do to make them better, and I'm like, how am I gonna write more songs? I've written all the songs I can possibly write in this short period of time. I've been delivering pretty polished version 1s of songs every like 3 days. That's a lot of music to bang out, you know, and to try to keep some fresh ideas and vary the styles and the feels. It's a lot. Plus, it's a bit isolating. I'm just here in my bedroom doing my things, and I can't do this work anywhere else. All my energy is going into the writing and the making of the music. You're pouring it out of your soul, so it's just little bits of you that you're giving every day to the music. And at the end, it's like, I have nothing left to give. But it's fine. This is a good problem to have. I've been trying to go outside and do other stuff so that I don't lose my mind. Today, this morning, I wasn't even gonna... I was so done. I started making a goose. Do you see the vision? This is little tail. It's gonna be so cute. So that's what I'm doing. Okay, hi. It's been a few days. I've basically finished the song. Kinda. It's cool. I like it. It's fun. I finished the pre-chorus. Here's what it sounds like now. And chorus. It's cute! There's real bass now. I got a real bass player to play the bass, which really helps. I'm doing nothing to the bass sound. Well, I've compressed it a little. Other than that, it's just straight from the preamp, but the preamp sounds good, so it might be chill. Let's do a little comparison. I don't know, I think it sounds fine. Maybe more compressed? Did you catch that slide? Oh yeah. I see you run. Hell yeah. I'm just gonna leave it. I like the sort of dry, straight in sound for the bass. Oh, I compressed the drums. This is without. It gives it that poppy sound. Like super, super compressed. I think it totally works. It's still here, the prophet line. What can I say? It's cute. Then there's simple guitar, and then a cute little melody line that the guitar plays too. I doubled that up at the octave too. A little layer of just strums. I don't know what kind of effects to put on there, but they're sounding real clean straight out of the guitar for now, and it's maybe not ideal. Look, it's fine, it's fine. And then there's just vocals, and that's it. I see you running out in a daze, there was never enough time for the waves, all the way. I did a little voice double. I might edit a little so that you can hear the sibilances less. When there's two S's happening on different tracks, not exactly at the same time. I don't know, it's not ideal. All the ways.
All the ways I...
Here, did you hear it? I want to see if I can find out what the voice treatment is in the Men I Trust song. I'm not trying too hard to be like super faithful to it. It's just like to have an idea of what other people are doing. There's a sort of splashy reverb. Got me here with a lot of air in it. I don't know if it's like a plate. It's kind of prominent in the high end. Like, mine's more strong in the mids, which I don't love. So I might cut out the mids from some of my reverb and maybe add in a plate.
In a daze, this way like a bird flown out. This way, will I remember you this way?
It helps that I think there's still some sort of sense of space missing. More delay.
I wish we stayed the same.
Yeah, it's really like a splashy high end. Here again. What does that? How do we do that?
Like a bird flown out. See you running out in a daze, in a daze. There was never enough time for all the ways, all the ways.
Well, maybe we're onto something. I'll just keep it this way for now. Do you guys want to hear my little breakdown moment? Because I didn't know what to do. These songs have to be around 2 minutes long. I got to the end of the chorus and I was like, I gotta fill some time, but it's not enough to develop a whole new idea. And I don't want to do a long outro. I've been doing that a lot in the other songs. So I wanted to repeat the chorus, but for it to not feel stupid. well, I wanted it to feel good when it hits again, but we've just come out of the chorus. So I did a little break and then a little transition back into the chorus too.
I see you running out in a daze, in a daze.
It's cute! And I varied the little guitar line to make it sound a little more fresh. It's fun. It's cool. I like it. In a way, it's like my whole life has prepared me for this gig because I've been making songs and producing for so long. So it's pretty aligned. It has been many more days and the song has completely changed. So many days, in fact, that I have finished my goose. Look! Isn't it so precious? Anyway, I've also finished the song. So I sent the song to my agent. He's the one who is talking to the people who were the music supervisors for French TV. He's been giving me feedback on all the songs so far. And it had been so easy up until now. Like, I would just send him something and every time he would be like, love it, maybe you could add some bird sounds or waves. So like, that's the level of modifications that I was dealing with. But then I got pretty uninspired for this last song and I went a little too formulaic and boring. He said it's a little less unique than the other ones. And he was right. He was like, try maybe like a new lead line or pitched metal instrument. So I changed everything. I added some lo-fi keys. It's like Pure Lo-Fi by Arteria. I think it's new. They sent it to me because I'm a lucky girl. The preset is called A Forest of Tiny Things. Amazing. It's got all this crazy sound going on in the background. I love it. So I added a line of that throughout, which kind of replaces the guitar line. Honestly, I ended up muting most of my guitar tracks. And I also added a little pads layer of augmented strings, which is also Arteria. And they're making a little cute lo-fi intro to the song. And then I sprinkle these around sometimes in the choruses. And then we have this augmented yangtze. It's cool. It sounds like this. I even leaned into like this scale to make it sound a little bit East Asian inspired, because why not? I was like, well, he wants it to be more unique, so I'm gonna make it more unique. And then a cool Wurlitzer reset.
Will I remember you this way? Will I remember you this way? Will I remember you this way? Like a bird flown out way up above. I see you running out in a daze, in a daze. There was never enough time for all the ways, all the ways I wanted to show you.
So yeah, it's kind of the same. There's just these new keys line that are going on throughout, and the guitar's still there, but way in the background. And I added some distortion to some of the chords. Wow, wow.
Wanted to show.
Yeah.
Oh, when was the last time you were here?
Yes. Just a little crescendo going into chorus 2, which I changed. I made it into a different thing. It keeps the same rhythmic idea, but the melody's a bit higher and it's a bit different. It's almost sounding a little like pop punk inspired, which is weird because I don't really listen to that, but I don't know, I'm vibing with it. This whole album I've just been letting happen.
When was the last time you were here and feeling it? My real light, I run my hand through your hair on a foggy day. When was the last time? Feels like the only one that ever mattered.
Adores. It's cute. Yeah, it's the same line as the end of the first chorus, except it's higher, an octave higher on the main vocals, so it sounds sweeter. The bones of it were already there in the previous version, but this one does have something more interesting going on. Like, it's a little different, so I understand why this version was approved and the previous one wasn't. I had so much fun making this track and this whole album project. Now I'm in the grueling mixing stage where I've finished all the arrangements and all the recording for all the songs. It's all like matching the timbre of the songs to go together and to be warm and sweet and compressed enough so that it's comfortable. That's the song. I have to go and do some moving because today's moving day. Well, I'm moving my bed to another room and this studio is gonna get converted, which is very exciting. I think I'm gonna do a video about it. Thank you for sticking around, and I'll see you in the next one. If you're still here, tell me one of the things you think I should do to make my life better when this room becomes just my home studio. If you got any tricks, hacks, tips for, I don't know, whatever you do, storage, acoustics, I don't know, let me know. Do you have a home studio in your house? How does it work? I would love to know. I hope you're good, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.
Way up above. I see